Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Everything is Fumi. My name is Fumi. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. Okay, so today I just want to talk about what I'm doing tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be on Instagram live at 7 p.m. with my siblings. I have two younger sisters and we are going to be talking about my experience growing up in United States. I feel it's gonna be relaxed conversation. I feel like they've done so much work in terms of protesting, in terms of going out, fighting for Black Lives Matters, talking about the issue that we're all facing in today's society. And I feel like this is a conversation that needs to happen, especially growing up in United States. Sometimes it's difficult for us to understand where we fit in. Do we fit in with the African American community, or are we Nigerian American? Do we embrace the Black community? Do they embrace us? Sometimes it's very confusing and it's very tricky. Sometimes people will tell me, oh, you don't know my struggle, at least you know where you're from. You can say you're Nigerian. I've been here for as long as my ancestors. I've been here. I don't know where I come from. But the good thing is that now we have tools to help us find out where we are from, where your parents are from, where your grandparents are from. So things are a lot easier now. So those are the conversation I want to have with my siblings. I also feel like because I was born in Nigeria, my experience is a little different from theirs. They were born here, and I was also watching a series on YouTube on own channel called Dark Girls, and I always like talk about this with people. Like, I didn't realize that I am black, or I am black until I came to this country. So it's always weird that you have so many colors in United States, but back home Nigeria is only one color, one race. That's it. So until I came here, I didn't realize that, oh, by the way, you're black. Oh, wow, I am black. When I check that box, I have to put Black African American on the checkbox. So those are the things I want to talk about. I want to explain my experience growing up United States, because I came here at the age of 15, and then transitioning into the culture. Because one of the reasons why I want to have this conversation is because I feel like as foreigners, most of us come to this country because we came here to survive, because the country we're coming from, the financially things are not the greatest. So we come here, we transition into the culture, we forget the culture that we are in. So we don't even know, I feel like we get lost in the puzzle of working, sending money home, taking care of your family. That's all that's that you have to survive, because people are depending on you back home. So it's very difficult for our parents to talk to us about, okay, this is what you do. All they tell us is stay out of trouble, mind your business, and don't fight. So those are the things I want to talk to them about. Like, how are you able to become an adult, like as you are, without getting in trouble? How were you able to balance your culture here with your parents' culture? So those are the conversation I want to talk to them about. It's just, I feel like it's needed. We have to start talking about it, because sometimes when I'm talking to my African American, my Black friends that are American, they sometimes say, where you're from, you're Nigerian. We have to go look for where we're from. It's different. So I feel like it's time we start having conversation, especially as a Nigerian American. It's time we start acknowledging and saying that we're here. We hear you, we hear what you're talking about, we know what you're going through, because we are together, we are one of you. And the other thing I want to talk about today is happiness. I've done enough work to find what makes me happy, and not to put my happiness on somebody. I mean, it's always good to have a good family. It's always good to, when your parents are good, when your families are good, you're happy. But I'm talking about the happiness, the natural happiness, and when you wake up, you're grateful, you're happy, you're satisfied. That's the happiness I'm talking about, because you are doing what you want to do. So one thing I will say is that it's okay to be sad. stay in that sadness, understand why you're sad, and then do the work to come out of the sadness. I'm not saying I don't feel sad. Sometimes I look at what I want to do and I just get sad really fast, but I feel the emotions and then I bring myself out of it. And the other thing that you want to do is make sure you surround yourself with good people, people that are aware of what happiness means to them, people that practice what happiness is. Don't surround yourself with people that are always like crying and needy and nothing ever goes right in their life, because imagine you having to deal with that. Imagine having to talk to somebody like that. And also surround yourself with like-minded people that believe in the same thing you believe, people that understand the same thing that you understand, people that understand that I want to stay happy, I want to stay positive, because that's when I'm in my creative space, that's when I'm the best part of myself, that's where I'm a good person, that's what makes me happy. That will really clean up your energy. So build up your energy, do what makes you happy, find what makes you happy, make sure you challenge yourself every day. If you're saying that I'm gonna do something, when are you gonna do it? So don't let today pass you by, because tomorrow isn't promised. So find what makes you happy, do what you've never done before, so that you can continue to build yourself, build your happiness, build what makes you happy. Surround yourself. If somebody that calls you, if you have a friend that calls you every day and dump his or her shit on you, and then they say, oh, thank you very much, and they leave, and then you sitting back and carrying all that nonsense they just dump on you, what does that say? So you also have to be careful what conversation you want to listen to, what conversation you want to welcome from friends. So make sure you are aware of that. Make sure you practice what make you happy, whether it's doing what you love, whether it's dancing, whether it's listening to music, that thing that you do that gives you that center, that brings you to that center of your happiness. Find it and continue to practice it. Don't depend on people for your happiness, because they will fail you, because we are human. If you are leaning on me for happiness, I might disappoint you, but the moment you find that strength, that core thing that makes you happy, whether it's reading your Bible, whether it's praying, whether it's trusting God, whatever it is that makes you happy, find that space, find that energy, lean on that energy, and make that your happiness space, make that your safe space, and don't ever let anybody take that from you, because it's really hard to get it back. So that's what I want to talk to you about today. So make sure you have a great weekend. Make sure you do something that you've never done before. Make sure you get in the sun, because the weather is nice. We can't really do much because of COVID-19, but the minimal you can do, just try to do it. Try to call somebody you haven't talked to in a while. Share happiness with somebody you haven't shared happiness with in a while. Check on somebody you haven't talked to in a while, and just say, hello, I'm thinking about you. Sometimes that's all you have to say to somebody to make their day. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you click on the subscribe button. And also tomorrow I will be doing my Instagram live with my siblings. It should be fun. It will be a conversation. You'll be laid back, 7 o'clock tomorrow PM. And join us while we talk, while we have this conversation about growing up as a Nigerian in America, and growing up in Nigeria, being born in America to a Nigerian parents, and how your experience is different from my experience, and how their experience is different from my experience. So it should be a fun conversation. And if you haven't watched the series on Dark Girls, please make sure you watch it, because it's very informative, talking about how us Black people see ourselves, how we acknowledge ourselves, and how sometimes we see ourselves in terms of colorism. So make sure you watch it if you haven't seen it. It's very interesting. My name is Fumi, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you click on the subscribe button. I will see you soon. Bye bye.